Good morning. It is 8 a.m. and I've woken up naturally. It's so noisy in here. Do you hear? I actually wonder if my mic is picking it up, but I live on the top floor of my apartment building and it is currently a very, very rainy day. I'm not sure if the typhoon is actually hitting quite yet, but it's like intensely rainy right now. I like to sleep in on Saturdays. I mean, even this now is a sleep in for me. It's 8:30, but I want to sleep longer, but I'm not sure if the typhoon is gonna let me.
Jeez, it's not even a typhoon yet and it's already so intense. I'm gonna go ahead and close the window.
Well, I guess I'm awake then. Yeah, today is a typhoon day. I'm actually really anxious because I've heard all over the news that this is supposed to be like one of the most intense typhoons, and I think the most intense typhoon that I've ever seen. And it's so weird because even the small typhoons, like, I can't even sleep. So I'm really anxious about this one. It looks huge. I'm really nervous. So I decided to just stay home today. I actually originally had plans for Piper to come over as well, and we were supposed to film some videos together. And then I messaged her last night. I was like, you should probably just stay at home tomorrow. She was like, yeah, probably. I haven't prepared as much as I would have liked to. Honestly, it's my weakness. I would keep being like, oh, I'll prepare for earthquakes and stuff later, and like, look where we are now. But I got some like ready meals and stuff because, I mean, first of all, I don't feel like cooking today. Actually, I have a lot of reasons why I don't like cooking in this apartment. First of all, that there is only one stove, no oven, not two stoves. So it's so annoying to cook here anyway. So since today is the day that I like to, I'm gonna lay down. I usually take one day off in the weekend to just do homework, just do editing, and just be at home. But usually even on those days, I like to take a walk outside, you know what I mean? Because otherwise I feel so cooped up inside this apartment. So I'm pretty much just gonna have that day today, and I'll take you with me so you can see what a day at home looks like for me. In particular, a day at home during a typhoon. I think I'm just gonna have myself a cozy day at home, do some homework, do some editing.
As far as like food and stuff, I did prepare a bit. There's some bottles of water that are not in the fridge, and then I have some other drinks. I have some snacks that I will be able to just eat as is. For example, some onigiri, because onigiri, like, even if the power goes out, I'm still able to eat it because I don't have to like heat it up or anything. Then I just got like a couple of ready meals. This one's been squished, so now it looks all gross, but it's not. And I also have some ramen, which is not in the fridge, and some fruit, which is also not in the fridge. What I'm most nervous about is if the power goes out for a few days, because then I will be screwed. I'm definitely fine for today and tomorrow, but longer than that, and it's a problem. More than worry for myself, I feel so anxious for the people who are in Chiba, because I'm in Tokyo. Chiba gets hit really hard. Like, typhoons really go ham on Chiba, and I'm really nervous because I have a few friends that live in Chiba. Kino lives in Chiba. I believe Kelly, like Love Liz Kelly, actually lives in Chiba with her fiance. I'm not sure about that though. So worried about those people more than myself, and mostly nervous about farmers and people who like really rely on there not being a typhoon for a living, because I just can't imagine what they go through every time a typhoon comes, and especially a typhoon like this, which really just like attacks their whole entire livelihood, you know what I mean? I'm also quite worried about this window here because there were always problems where it would drip rain from the top if it was raining. They have fixed it, but like, I'm still really anxious about it, like, because it's gonna be so intense tonight. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to move everything that's under this table, because it's kind of a mess under this table, you guys. There's like a lot of things that I just don't have space for, so I just keep it under the table. So I might have to move those things. And another thing I've had to move is this thing. I usually keep it outside because, as you guys know, I do my laundry outside. But whenever there's like a typhoon or anything like that, I take it in. As you can see, it's supposed to be for like hanging clothes, because otherwise it just like hits my window all night, which obviously not the ideal situation you want to be in. Sorry, I realized I actually haven't done like an intro or anything. I'm just like, I just woke up and I was like, typhoon! So now I'm just having my typhoon talk with you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just be lazy in bed a little bit longer, maybe watch some YouTube videos on my phone, and then I think I'll eat something and shower, because last night I fell asleep without showering. I was like, I don't know what it is, right? Sometimes I just get in this mood where I just
keep cleaning. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm like, I have to clean this whole room. So I accidentally cleaned my room until like 3 a.m. last night. Some people are going to be watching this like, how do you accidentally clean your room? And then other people are going to be watching this like, I've been there. So then after that I just kind of fell asleep. So I'm gonna have a shower a little bit later. I think the main reason I don't like being home is just because I know I can't not be home. Like, that freedom has been taken away from me. Do you get what I mean? Like, if this was just a normal day and I was just home, I'd be like, oh, nice little cozy day at home. But now because I'm not supposed to leave the home, I'm like, oh, I don't want to be at home.
I just got an emergency alert on my phone. That's how you know this is real. The bin men are actually working in this weather. I feel so bad for them. That sucks. Shane Dawson actually posted the next part of his series, the Jeffree Star series, so I'm kind of just watching that a little bit.
I actually want to know, what do you guys think about that series? I'm finding it really interesting, actually. I think there were a few of his series that I was kind of like, but this one I'm finding quite interesting just because they're giving like real numbers on how much makeup and stuff makes, which I'm genuinely just like curious about. I'm like, yeah, I want this information, thank you. I know that a lot of people want him to go back to doing his more regular stuff, but I'm really liking this stuff. I really don't mind. Plus I know he's a lot happier doing this, so I'll just get other content from other creators and use him for my documentaries, my YouTube related documentaries. So I'm kind of just sat at my table now. I'm gonna be eating some Lucky Charms while watching the series. I'm also gonna have a banana. Honestly, ever since starting fashion college, my diet's just gone downhill. I rarely cook anymore and I eat a lot of Lucky Charms. But I think it's fine. My body's not giving up on me quite yet, so. Also, a fun fact about me is I always eat cereal in a mug. When I was a child, I used to always wake up on a Saturday and eat cereal while watching SpongeBob, and it's kind of just translated into me sitting in my room eating cereal and watching YouTube. And that is just how I enjoy spending my Saturday mornings. I love Lucky Charms. They're definitely not good for me, but Okay, so I may or may not have completely fallen asleep to the sound of the rain after watching that. Now I'm really like drowsy. It's around midday now and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and shower. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I work really hard during the week. If you see my Instagram, you'll know that there are days, like several days in the week, where I'm at school from like 9 a.m. to like after 9 p.m. Because I find it so much easier to do all my homework and stuff at school. But with that, I end up being really, really tired, and so with that, I let myself really have a day where I just rest as much as I possibly want to, and today's one of those days. I don't think there's any harm in getting a good amount of rest, especially when you know that it keeps you sane, because for me, I know that's what keeps me sane. I know that's really what keeps me going. Just like once a week, having that real rest is what helps me be able to continue to be so productive throughout the week. Because I know I'm gonna get comments that are like, oh my gosh, you didn't do anything. I'm like, yeah, let me just not do anything for a day. Okay, so I actually live really close to Emma, like Toki Doki Traveler, and she apparently just had an evacuation notice if we live near a particular river, which actually I don't live near, but apparently Piper had the same evacuation notice, but I didn't hear it. And Piper lives 2 seconds away from me, literally just down the road from me, so maybe I was asleep at the time. Actually, this was after I woke up. But yeah, I don't live near that river, so hopefully I don't have to evacuate. Sorry, I know I'm literally just like showing you my phone, but Loveless Kelly, I swear she knows like everything. She's actually a good person to follow in these situations. And she says that, because I saw a lot of posts that were like, you should tape your windows, and she said that you should actually not do that. And she also said that if we have this kind of diamond shape on our windows, it is actually for these lines are actually metal, and it's supposed to be so that it won't cause glass to fly everywhere or something. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really get it, but look what we have. Okay, this is not the sexiest you're gonna see me. I'm just so stressed because I just checked social media after showering, and apparently there has been a freaking tornado in Chiba, which is stressing me out so much because Kinu lives in Chiba. I'm really worried about Kinu. You've seen Kinu in a few of my videos. She's in my Disneyland video, she's in my IKEA vlog. She's actually also in the video where I met Piper for the first time for a few seconds. She is one of my closest friends at school, and I really want her to be safe. I'm so stressed about it. So I messaged her asking if she's okay. She hasn't replied. I really hope she's okay. Kind of just deciding what to wear right now. I think I just want to choose something that's comfy. Yeah, I think this'll do. I got a response from Kinu, and apparently she's just been sleeping this whole time.
She's fine at least, so that's good. Lace in your dress tangles my neck. How do I live?
This is why I don't do TikTok.
I'm actually going to open the balcony a little bit just because the air is so stale. I think it's fine. My washing machine is like making weird noises. I think it's full of water now. How did that happen? Holy shit! I wish I could show you more. Holy shit!
It's actually kind of cozy at the moment though, like I don't mind really heavy rain like this. Oh wow, it's like blowing in my face now, I should probably stop. Everyone's been talking about how you should fill up your bathtub with emergency water, so that's kind of what I'm going to go ahead and do now. I just gave my bathtub a scrub, so it's a bit cleaner, because I just showered, so I thought I'd give it a bit of a scrub, and now I'm just going to go ahead and fill it with water, and I guess that'll be my emergency water. There it is, my emergency water. It is snack time, my dudes. Yeah, how do I feel right now? Well, I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous for myself as much as I'm nervous for other people. I just can't stop worrying. Hirokazu and his family actually live right next to a river, and so obviously that's a bit tense. The typhoon is actually not really hitting yet. It's supposed to start hitting around like 6 p.m. or like 4 p.m. It's just gonna be like in the evening, so right now I'm just like preparing and just kind of hoping everything goes well. So I think I'm gonna make pancakes after this, because apparently a good thing to have is bread or like bready things, because you don't have to like heat them up or anything, you can just eat them as is. And I'm just gonna have that on the side in case the electricity goes out, because so far all I have in case of electricity going out is fruit and onigiri, which honestly not that bad, I can live on that, but it would still be good to have like some filling food. My room is really good for sunlight, but right now there's just nothing, it's so dark. I don't think I'm gonna do like my hair and makeup or anything like that, just because what's the point? I'm gonna be home all day anyway. I mean, I am gonna live stream today, but I don't think it's the end of the world to not have your hair and makeup done sometimes. So we're not doing that, we don't feel like it. I think I'm gonna make pancakes now. Pancake time, boy. I actually don't love pancakes, which might sound funny because I think I've made pancakes like on live stream with you guys before. I usually like pancakes with bacon because pancakes are very like thick and sweet, and so I find it hard to eat by itself. But with something salty, I do like it, but I don't have bacon, so it'll do. And then we add the hotcake mix. Oh, it smells so sweet. I always use this little table for cooking, or mostly for eating things that aren't just snacks, because I use this big table here, which you can't see, it's off camera, but you know which table I'm talking about, for homework, like doing my pattern planning and like sewing and things like that. So obviously I don't want to get any of those things dirty, so if I'm eating anything that could make it dirty, or if I'm working with something like flour, which has already made this table dirty, I don't use that table. This one's actually like a foldable one, so I usually just fold it and just like shove it to the side, and then I don't have to worry about it. So apparently they are evacuating Minatoku and probably Shibuya. So now I'm getting really nervous. I'm like, are they gonna have to evacuate me? Am I gonna have to evacuate? I don't live near those areas. Those are rich people areas. But I'm still like worried. Like, it's so serious, do you know what I mean? So I think what I'm gonna do is, after I make these pancakes, or after I eat them, I'm gonna prepare like an evacuation bag with things like my passport and like my phone charger and things that I'm gonna need to be able to grab quick in case I do need to evacuate. So that's what we'll do. Once you start to see all those bubbles forming and kind of making holes in the pancakes, you know it is ready to flip. See, it's got like these little holes. So let's see if I can do this on camera. I'm nervous now. There's too many people watching. Oh man, if I mess this one up. Yay! I did it! Okay, wait, there's like an announcement. I genuinely can't make out what she's saying. I'm nervous. It's too echoey. Okay, so I made out a few words and I figured out that she was actually just listing all the evacuation points, which, phew, because I actually already know that. So at least it wasn't like, but I don't know, like, did she say like, go there now? Like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna continue making pancakes and pretend everything's fine.
Here's the one I made on top of my MacBook for some reason. Back to business. I actually think the second one looks nicer. Ooh. By the way, I forgot to mention that I did close my balcony a while ago. It is starting to really pick up, so I better just have everything closed now. So here are my pancakes. I think I'm going to prepare 2 with maple syrup and bananas, and then I'm going to leave the other 2 for in case I'm not able to heat up food. And here we have our little Typhoon lunch. Not too shabby. I'm gonna go ahead and have it with this lemon tea that I got. It's one of my favorite drinks. It's 90% sugar, but it's refreshing. Let's try the pancakes and see how I did. Okay, yummy. We did it. I'm being asked to evacuate. I live near a river, and that river is apparently gonna flood. I live on the 3rd floor though, I think it's fine. I really don't wanna go, I don't wanna evacuate. I'm gonna stay. I mean, what makes the local school more safe than this apartment? Probably a lot. I don't want to evacuate. I'm gonna apply my evacuation bag. I'm gonna close all the curtains. Things are really heating up. I thought this would be like a nice and cozy little day at home, and now I'm being asked to evacuate. This sucks. Also, apparently Peach Milky Sophie's Wi-Fi has actually gone out, and she doesn't live that far away from me. She lives very close actually, so I'm worried about that. But apparently the government is like setting up this like nationwide Wi-Fi that people can use, so I'm not sure. I don't know. Hirokazu and his family are also being asked to evacuate, and they're also not evacuating. I really just don't want to evacuate. I feel safer here, which is ridiculous, right? But like, I've prepared things here, do you know what I mean? There's water here. I think because I'm on the 3rd floor, I'm fine. Okay, so I spoke to Hirokazu, and basically it's a flooding issue, and because I live on the 3rd floor, I don't have to worry because the flood is not going to reach the 3rd floor. It's not that extreme. But Piper lives on the 1st floor, so I actually invited her. I'm not sure if it's going to come. I told her, like, listen, if you're worried, come over, because this is like a high enough place to not be at least reached by the flood. I told her, come over, there's pancakes, there's onigiri, bring whatever you have, bring any water you have. I filled my bathtub with emergency water, that's enough for 2 people. It's also the river that Hirokazu's family is close to, but they're keeping an eye on the river. So because they live literally right next to it, they're gonna evacuate if they think it's gonna get bad. But right now, because they're keeping an eye on it, they're not going to evacuate yet. I think I'm gonna do some homework. Yeah, I mean, typhoon or not, a girl has to do homework. I'll show you what I'm doing. Excuse my less than impressive drawing. I am not an artist, but I'm basically just making a jacket with a little peplum like this, and I'm matching it to the skirt that I've already made, so I'm using the same fabric for the jacket and the skirt, apart from like little bits and pieces that I'm just gonna have in plain brown. So right now I'm on pattern planning. I'll show you the pattern I'm making. I decided to do like a small version of it first. This is 2/4 scale, is that how you say it? And basically it's just like, this is the back of the jacket, this is the front of the jacket, this is the peplumy bit, these are the buttons. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the big version of that. And I haven't done the sleeve yet. I haven't done the quarter sleeve yet. But I might do that tomorrow or something. I don't know, I'll see how I feel after I do the big version of this. So let's just do that, I guess. So I was kind of preparing to do my homework, and I was kind of thinking about it, and I realized at this point a power shortage is more of a when and less than an if. By the way people are speaking about it, also a water cutoff. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack a second bag which has things like clothes in case I have to stay somewhere, and I don't know, like more things, maybe some noodles. I've already fully charged my power bank, as in like my portable charger, so that's gonna be able to keep my phone alive for a bit. And then also the fairy lights here are actually battery run, so they will be able to turn on in case the lights turn off. I have a few bottles of water, and also have the emergency water in the bathtub. I feel pretty okay and prepared in here for now. I'm just worried about how long it's going to be safe in here. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm listening to my neighbors, because if they decide to leave, then I'll probably decide to leave as well. But so far I feel like I'm safer in here than I am anywhere else. Japanese buildings are generally designed for these things. I'm also thinking maybe soon heating up a ready meal, so then I can eat that before the power goes off, and then I'll have like energy. I don't know. A lot of people are like, I don't know, I'm a naturally anxious person. This is called stew rice, so I'm guessing it's like stew and rice. I'm a naturally anxious person. I just worry about anything. Some people are just like, oh, it's whatever, it'll be fine. I'm just like, so this is how it ends. It's yummy. Well, I think I'm just gonna do some homework. I'm actually using a plate of pancakes to hold open my tracing paper.
Do you hear that noise? There's like a ringing noise. What does it mean? Okay, well, I'm gonna continue doing homework. I don't really feel like doing it right now. But I don't really have anything else to do. I mean, basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be making a real life-size version of the thing I showed you earlier. I just don't have any motivation. Like, all I'm thinking right now is like Typhoon stuff. Having a hard time thinking about pattern making. I don't feel like doing this, but I really have to at some point anyway, so I might as well do it now. This is literally the most boring video ever. It's literally just me making pancakes and doing homework. Is this the content you signed up for? So it looks like Piper is not coming. She's too scared to leave the house, which, can you blame her? So she'll probably just go up to the 2nd floor if things go crazy. Honestly, I'm calming down a bit, but it's starting to get to, you know, like the maximum level right now. I need this to be 48 in length. 48. Yeah, let's focus on school and not the terrifying typhoon outside. Let's do that. Can you hear it? Like, things are intense. I know I shouldn't be close to the window. I'm freaking myself out. Do you, like, maybe this is all just fine and I'm just freaking myself out. I've just never been in such a bad tropical storm before. Not queen of tropical storms. Sorry. By the way, I totally forgot to update you, but I actually ended up having to cancel my live stream, which sucks because I felt like live streaming, but I'm not sure what it's going to be like in a few hours, you know? So I decided that it was probably best to just cancel it and just focus on being safe over anything else. I actually just got really sleepy and decided to just watch some Netflix. I'm tired now. Okay, so an earthquake just started. Is it an earthquake or is the wind moving my building is what I'm trying to figure out. But I feel like it's an earthquake. I don't know, all I know is my building's moving. Not that much obviously, because like the camera is like nice and in place, but yeah, everything was moving for a little bit. There really needs to just not be an earthquake right now. But maybe it's the wind. But it felt like an earthquake. I'm gonna see if anyone else felt it. Either way, it's over, and it basically wasn't that strong, so guess we're good. I'm gonna go back to watching Netflix. Oh, it was an earthquake. I just got someone confirming that they also felt the earthquake. But they're reacting a lot more strongly than I was. Maybe it was stronger in their area. Bad timing, lol. Japan is ending. Sure is. Back to Netflix. So I'm kind of just being lazy and watching Netflix and checking social media. Everyone felt that earthquake. Everyone was freaking out about it. I think more than the earthquake itself, because the earthquake itself honestly wasn't that bad, but more than the earthquake itself, it was the possibility of that earthquake being bigger. That just freaked everyone out, because it was like, what if that earthquake was like a real big earthquake? What would we do? I feel like I'm calming down. I think it's just because I'm getting tired. Everyone's been napping today. Every single person I've messaged today has been like, yeah, I've been sleeping the whole entire day. Every single person I've messaged. I don't know, I guess like this weather just makes you tired, because I'm tired as well. Typhoon update. Apparently it's supposed to come at 9 p.m. Like, that's when it's supposed to be the strongest, and it's currently nearing 8 p.m. I'm so tired. I don't know what it is, I'm just so tired, but I'm gonna have some snacks because I do have some snacks in the fridge. So what should we have? So my little evening snack is going to be this Starbucks Halloween drink. It's a sweet caramel pudding latte. Sounds good. And then I'm gonna have some taiyaki. I'm actually gonna put this in the toaster so that the outside gets all crispy. So good when you do that. Mmm, yummy, yummy. Look, it's all like toasted on the outside. Like, it's a little bit crispy. It's turning into an ASMR video. I'm just tired, honestly. I'm not gonna eat this yet, actually, because it's quite warm. I'm gonna try the latte. Is it actually coffee? I'm gonna read the ingredients. Yeah, it's coffee. Maybe I should not drink the latte. But this is the last day before it's due to go off. So I'm gonna drink the coffee. Actually, I don't really like it. Honestly, this is like my favorite combini snack. Mmm. Yummy, yummy. Okay, cool. Well, after having a bit of a rest, I feel much more energetic and I'm ready to continue with this work, and then I'll just see how much I get done before the typhoon really hits. People keep putting the time further and further back. Like, it was 4 p.m. and then it was 6 p.m. and then it was 9 p.m. So we'll see what happens at 9 p.m. but I'll just do whatever I can with this for a bit. So I'm not sure if you can hear it, but things are really starting to heat up. And I'm getting kind of scared. I think I'm gonna finish the tracing and then just roll it up and get away from the window. It's really starting to go now. I'm like getting really anxious. I'm trying to just finish this as quickly as possible now. Well, I'm nearing the end. I'm almost done. Okay, the dressing is done. Let's just tidy away and get away from this window and get comfy in bed and just try to stay calm for the rest of the night is basically my aim at this point. Back to watching Netflix in bed. Honestly, today's been such a boring day. It's probably been really boring for you to watch as well. Also, I feel like there's some people who like this is going to be the first video of me they see and I'm like not wearing makeup throughout the whole video, so what a great day. Okay, so now is when the typhoon is starting to actually arrive. Like, it's in full swing and I can definitely tell. It's so noisy and the building will just like start shaking. It's actually really nerve-wracking. You can really hear it. Can you hear it? So far still got electricity. I'm just gonna try to keep myself busy. I think it's still on the up. Like, I don't think it's going down still. It sounds like the rain is coming into my apartment, which stresses me out because I keep thinking it is because of that sound. So I keep like checking the windows and like making sure it's not. This is one of those times where I don't like to live alone. I'm messaging Hirokazu now and asked him if he's okay and like if his family's doing okay because I'm worried about them because they live right next to the river. He just said, imo okashi tabeteru, which means, huh? I'm just eating snacks right now. So he's just like, he's been like totally calm the whole day. Also, he just messaged me to say they double checked my window yesterday, which is so great because I don't know if I told you, but this window used to drip every single time it rained. It would just rain into my apartment. It was a nightmare. And so that was my biggest concern with the typhoon because obviously like that would be the #1 time for it to be dripping into my apartment. But apparently it was checked yesterday, so I feel really great about that. Didn't know about that the whole day. Would have been nice for you to tell me earlier. I feel like out of all the places I could be, I'm in the best place I could be. I'm in a high building, which means flooding is not going to affect me. I've got plenty of water, plenty of food. I've got batteries, I've got chargers, I've got everything I really need. I've got my emergency bag packed. I'm just really like, I'm in a good place for someone who's facing a typhoon right now. So I feel really lucky for that. That being said, it's so loud, it's like rumbling. It feels angry, like the weather feels angry. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully the electricity won't go, which is my real main concern. I'd really prefer it not to go because my freezer's got stuff in it, you know? Like that would just suck. It would be such a waste of food. Honestly, I am really lucky. I'm just being really wimpy. Like there's people in Chiba who are having a really hard time right now. And those are really people I'm worried about. Like people who live in old houses, people who live right next to the river. I mean, I live near the river, but Hirokazu lives right next to the river. So I don't know. My main concern is like how much damage this is going to cost to the whole country and to other people and to the people around me. The eye is approaching. It's super noisy, super scary. Apparently a volcano even erupted in Kyushu. So we've had the tornado, we've had the earthquake, we've had the typhoon, and then apparently also a volcano, which just sucks. And I checked social media and there's so much horrible stuff happening right now and I just can't stop worrying about everything. It was just really loud. My whole building is shaking. Oh man, my guy. My whole building is shaking. I don't even know what to do, like how to react. All I know is my whole building is shaking. I feel like I've been waiting for this the whole day and now that it's actually come, I'm less scared just because I've been mentally prepared the whole day, but at the same time, it's so scary. Oh, there she comes. Oh, she's angry. An announcement. I can't make out what she's saying. There's my phone. It's a level 5 typhoon now. That's excellent news. This is just the news that I wanted to hear. Wow, that's so great. It says like, please take every step you can to protect your own life. It's like intense, this whole thing. I'm genuinely really nervous. The announcement is just freaking me out more, especially because I can't make out what it's saying. So Hirokazu's dad actually just called me, bless his heart. He basically just called me to be like, hey, you okay? Do you have food? Do you have water? Don't go outside. Apparently this is gonna last for about 30 minutes. Like now is the peak. Now is the most intense of it and it's gonna last about 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, my whole building is shaking. It's gonna last about 30 minutes and then it's gonna stop. is supposedly the situation. They are keeping a close eye on the river and they're hoping that it's going to be okay. People get really confused. Hirokazu and I are not together. We haven't been together ever since we broke up in summer, but I was really close to his family and everything, and they're still taking very good care of me. They're still so sweet to me. I feel really touched to have them in my life. Yep, the whole building is shaking. There's another announcement. Apparently what the last one said, and what probably this one is saying, is to please evacuate as quickly as possible. Oh, thanks. I'll just go out into the typhoon right now. That's a bad idea. I don't know if I told you guys this, but this is the biggest typhoon that Japan has had since 1958. So it's a pretty big deal. So far it's not really affecting my area that badly, but that's not to minimize how much it's affecting other areas. I just really want this to blow over as quickly as possible. I can hear my neighbor's emergency alarm go off. Mine has been... There she is. Kawagoeshi is being affected. But I don't live in Kawagoeshi. Also, I just want to say, because people are so annoying, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to weather, people just have to compete. If I say, oh, it's really hot today, it's like 32 degrees, they're like, sweetie, you think that's hot? I live in South Texas, and here it's 48 degrees Celsius every day. I honestly think that those people are the most annoying, and I know that there's gonna be some people who comment on this video like, sweetie, you call that a typhoon? When there was a hurricane in my area, my whole city was flattened. And like, I get it, like there are worse storms, but this is the worst typhoon that Japan has had since 1958 is what I read. It's a pretty big deal. Also in general, you don't really know what nature's gonna bring. Like, I don't know what's gonna come next. You don't know if you're gonna be safe, so of course I'm gonna take every safety precaution that I can. Of course I'm gonna worry because I don't know what's gonna happen. Now, I have been really lucky so far in that my area has almost not really been affected. The nearby river is apparently flooding. But not as badly as, for example, the Tama River, which has flooded very badly, and you know, there are some areas without electricity. I still have electricity, I still have Wi-Fi. I'm doing really well. I'm in a really lucky situation. I've completely calmed down. I'm laying in bed watching Kodiko right now. But that's not to minimize the damage that this has already caused. I mean, people have lost their lives. So can we please respect the fact that this is a storm that has caused people to lose their lives and not play the Hurricane Olympics? Because that is not what this video is for. This video was literally just me being like, well, I've always wanted to film how my day at home looks. And then there's the added spiciness of there being a typhoon. I mean, what you've been getting today is literally just my natural reaction, how I would have spent the day even if I wasn't filming it. I mean, it's been a pretty boring day. And I have been really, really safe and really, really lucky to be so safe. But yeah, please just don't do the whole like, oh, well, that wasn't that bad. You had electricity and this and that. Like, yeah, you're right. I've had a great time so far. Hopefully once midnight hits, it's not going to be that bad either. But people have lost their lives. Please respect that. People have lost their homes. People have lost their lives. People are in bad situations. It still is a natural disaster, whether I've had it bad or not. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because those comments just really irritate me. I think they're the most annoying because it's like, really? Are you choosing now? Are you choosing now to like compete? Like, do you want a medal? Do you want a trophy? Have you accomplished anything? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's actually just like a pet peeve of mine. I think I'm gonna start just editing this video so then I can just upload it tomorrow. It's like videoception. Do you remember when everyone used to say Inception? Yeah, let's edit this video. Oh, hey! Didn't see you there. I'm just casually editing the video that you're watching right now. Videoception. Oh no, my disk was ejected. I shouldn't have messed around. I really hope it didn't corrupt any files. Awkward! Ha 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 ha. You know, I would really love it if none of the files were corrupted. Oh my gosh, you would just be my absolute BFF. Actually, I have a backup, so whatever. Queen of backups. But yeah, I'm editing the video right now. I look really dead today. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna wait maybe another hour before I give you my final update. As I was saying, I look absolutely dead throughout this whole entire video. I apologize profusely. If this is the first video you watched of me, please go watch another video in which I look more alive. I would very much appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and edit this video as much as I feel like until tomorrow. It sounds completely quiet. Completely quiet. So maybe it's past. Maybe it's fine now. Okay friends, it is nearing 1 AM. It looks like everything is quietened down. I am still getting some emergency alerts, and I'm still getting evacuation notices and things like that, so I'm really anxious for everyone else. But as far as I go, I'm fine, I'm safe. People around me seem to be fine and safe, so I'm really, really glad. But I do know some people have lost their lives. I do know that some properties have been severely damaged. I know there are areas that were severely flooded, so my heart really goes out to those people. I was very lucky today that nothing bad really happened to me. I'm just gonna edit this video and then probably just go to sleep. Really hope that you were all safe today. Really sorry for probably the most boring video I've ever made in my whole entire life, and probably the video in which I look the crustiest that I will ever look in my whole entire life. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you were all safe today. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Good night.